Hello and welcome to my channel today, Boo Snakes and More. Today we're going to be talking about this 10 strangest versions of Batman. So like this video and subscribe to the channel. And for more videos like this, watch my other house channel, A&A Snakes and Stuff. My youngest son's channel, Henny Toys and Games, or my oldest son's channel, Little Chris 10. Now let's dive into the video.
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
A major reason why Batman is the most popular hero is that the Caped
Wet hair.
Crusader doesn't have
it's Batman the
superpowers.
Animated Series Batman. Beware the Batman. Beware the Batman, and Brave and the Bold Batman.
But a lack of powers doesn't mean that all interpretations of Batman are the same. Yeah, stop. There may be littles under here.
Okay, stop.
All the same, Batman's strength and abilities have greatly fluctuated throughout the many decades of Batman series and movies. Why Batman's strength has changed has a lot to do with the focus of the universe he is in. Some Batman content focuses more on him being a martial artist, others on him being a detective, and some on him
being a straight-up murderer.
A tactician. Almost all adaptations of Batman duplicate him as a peak human.
A tactician? What the fuck is a
But his most outlandish appearances tend to be his most powerful. Number 10. The Batman is young but has immense acrobatic ability.
Here, show me the Batman.
This series begins with Bruce Wayne.
Show me number 10. Oh, I know this one. That's the one with the actual Joker who actually knows how to fucking fight.
This series begins with Bruce Wayne's 30th anniversary
as the original
as Batman. So Batman is still learning on the ropes throughout much of the Batman, due to being younger and more spy.
Fun fact for this show. No, well, you can finish talking. She can finish talking, then I'll do my nerd time.
And more spy compared to most other adaptations of Batman. This version is highly agile and athletic. Still, the lack of experience and notable feats makes it difficult to compare the Batman to the more seasoned versions. One thing to take note of is that the Batman features impressive technology compared to more popular adaptations. His gadgets could make him a problem for a lot of opponents. By the time the series ends, Batman has become an impressive crime fighter, but is still lacking in stiff competition. And now it's Nerd Fact time.
Nerd time. Fun facts. In this show, it has a Justice League. Batman teams up with them multiple times. They only appear in one episode of us. Justice League. Other fun facts. They have an original Clayface. And Batgirl appeared before Robin because of copyright issues. Since this was going on during the time of the Teen Titans original TV show. So they couldn't use Robin until that show got over. And then when it did, they brought Robin in and cast Batgirl aside. Also, it's a pretty good show. You should go check it out. You can watch it on Netflix, Max, and Vudu. And then the next one is the Batman everybody hated, basically. Well, everybody in the mid-2000s hated. So back to her. And then I'll get my nerd facts on that one, too.
Number 9.
I have nerd facts on almost all these Batman people.
Indecisively the strongest live-action Batman. Despite being gray-haired and middle-aged, the Batman who debuted in Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, still seemed to be in his physical prime, going toe-to-toe with a depowered Superman is already an incredible feat on its own. But Sandiver's Batman showed amazing strength and reflexes when he took out an entire room of
The
goons.
Snyderverse is called Dumb.
One example of his brutal strength came when he attached his grappling hook to a crate and with one arm was able to swing it forcefully into a goon. This version of Batman would continue to display his strength and capability when he helped battle an alien invasion in Justice League. Compared to other live action adaptations, this seems to be the most powerful Batman.
Nerd time. Fun fact: this Batman only had one Robin, Dick Grayson, who died by the Joker. Also, fun fact: the reason why this universe's Joker had fake teeth/grills was because off-screen, after the death of Robin, Batman knocked his teeth out. Another fun fact is this Batman kills, straight up murders people. His last appearance was in the Flash movie, and in Batman vs. Superman, he fought the villain KG Beast, who is a member of the KGB, which is like a Russian army type thing, and is actually an actual real thing. Anyways, oh, I know this next one as well, so I have some fun facts for this one too.
Number 8. Batman vs. the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles shows him besting 4 fantastic fighters at once. Batman was a great contributor to arguably the best Ninja Turtle movie to date, with the highly comic book accurate adaptation Batman vs. the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Each individual Ninja Turtle is a strong martial artist who can usually best any non-matter human. Batman's initial meeting with the 4 pizza lovers escalates into a battle, and he easily disposes of all 4. Batman also has a highly contested fight against the Ninja Turtles' greatest antagonist, the Shredder. Batman can best the ninjutsu master, but is caught off guard by a special technique from Shredder, which leads to a draw. Shredder, which leads to a draw. The two clash again, and Batman seems to get the better of him.
Fun facts. In this movie, it has the Batman villains: Joker, Harley, Scarecrow, Ivy, Mr. Freeze, and Scarecrow, and Bane.
I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
What?
If the little cat house that you're sitting on cracks under your ass.
Okay.
It's made to old cats and not 200 sometimes humans.
Okay. But anyways, there's another Batman villain mentioned. Ra's al Ghul's in this, but Talia al Ghul and Bronze Tiger are mentioned in the film. But during this movie, all the villains in Arkham, which I just mentioned, get the mutagen on them. And the funny thing is, since they turn into what they actually are, Joker turns into a snake, Harley turns into a hyena, Scarecrow turns into a crow, Mr. Freeze becomes a polar bear, Bane's a tiger. But Poison Ivy turns into an actual fucking tree. And there's this scene where she tries to attack Robin and Donatello and Raphael, I believe. Yeah, Raphael. Not Donatello. Michelangelo, Raphael, and Robin. And she realizes she can't move because she's a fucking tree. Also, at the end of this movie, they set up a possible sequel. Like I said, this was also a comic book series before the movie. But at the end of it, they see a Jokerized Shredder. Now, going back to her, oh my god, I watched that movie too.
Number 7. Under the Red Hood was short, but it proved that Batman could beat superpowered beings. This one short animated movie is one of the best films DC has made. Under the Red Hood starts off with Batman and Robin taking on Amazo, a rogue who has the powers of all the Justice League
It
members.
wasn't Robin!
Batman
Dumb
along
article!
with Nightwing shows incredible.
It was fucking Nightwing!
Batman along with Nightwing shows incredible flexibility and agility, leaping high into the sky while evading fatal blows. And Under the Red Hood, Batman seems to be in his physical prime as both a crime fighter and an athlete. He can best the Red Hood when they fight on more even ground and clearly has experience working alongside the Justice League as
The
well.
Red Hood beat his ass! Anyways, nerd time. This has another movie called The Death in the Family, and it's a choose your own adventure Blu-ray special edition version of this, to where you can either go the way the normal movie went or other paths. Also, Nightwing did not know who Amazo is in this universe, which is kind of surprising with how Batman knows who Amazo is, which is an android that, can still power superhero. So he apparently probably still Superman, says he can fly and has heat vision in this movie. And another fun fact is that this is, I believe, the first appearance of this version of Jason's death, how he came back by using the Lazarus Pit. Since in the comics, he came back by Superboy Prime, who was actually a person from the real world, the comic version of the real world, which has its own universe called the real world, in air quotes. I mean, it's not the real world, but it's that in their universe. He got abducted into the DC universe and became Superboy Prime, and he punched a hole in reality, which brought Jason back from the dead. I think I like the Lazarus part better. But yeah, also it was a good movie. Hey, speaking of Beware the Batman, at the beginning of this, we get to Beware the Batman.
Number 6, Beware the Batman highlighted the martial arts background of Bruce Wayne,
Sad it only had one season.
with a larger focus on obscure villains and slower detective-oriented plots. Beware the Batman fell under the radar. The animation style makes this Batman seem less imposing than he is, but he is clearly one of the more physically capable versions. Batman can fight hand-to-hand with top-tier martial artists like Lady Shiva. In Beware the Batman, Batman is well-rounded as well. He relies on stealth more than most other versions of the Dark Knight, and also has access to advanced weapons. Beware the Batman still lacks the raw physical strength to match some of the premier versions, but he is among the most well-rounded Batmans.
I'm coming for my nerd facts.
And in 3,
No, we're not talking about that yet.
2, 1, we now have Nerd Facts.
This show only had one season, and apparently they were going to make Katana, who was a Japanese woman, her sword can capture the souls of spirits that she kills, and it's possessed by her husband. They're going to make, but in this universe, she's a friend of Alfred's. They met during the war. Remember, Alfred is a veteran, people. So yeah, and they were going to make Katana like Batman's Robin, basically, for the second season, which it never got. The first villains of the first episode and of the show, some of the villains were lesser known ones. Most of them actually were. They have Tobias Wells, who's actually a Black Lightning villain, mainly, who was in the show, along with Mr. Toad and Professor Pig, who were the first villains of the show. They also had Humpty Dumpty, who wanted revenge on Tobias Wells, and they made Magpie a Catwoman ripoff. but it was her first ever other media appearance. Now we got Kevin Conroy's Batman for his first ever appearance.
Number 5, DC animated movie universe's Batman regularly dealt with powerful foes. The original Batman the Animated Series might be the greatest cartoon of all time, much less the best Batman show. But he wasn't that powerful in it. Batman had a suit that didn't seem bulletproof, not many gadgets to work with, and most of his villains were gangsters and masterminds rather than high-tier metahumans. Fortunately for this version of Batman, his continuity lasted well into Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, where he was able to hold his own alongside heavy hitters like Superman and Wonder Woman. Even just relying on feats from his original series, Batman had the strength to restrain a polar bear and even mangle a crocodile's jaw with his bare hands. And now, Little Chris 10 with Nerd Facts.
Even though this said during the original show he didn't fight any metahumans, that is a straight up lie. Since Mr. Freeze and Poison Ivy are considered metahumans. Why? Mr. Freeze is conditioned for him, and Ivy because she can control plants and plant life. And a version of her during this universe was a plant clone. So yeah. Also, Batman didn't fight Deadshot until the Justice League show of this universe. And yeah, that's all I have. Aside from Mark Hamill was a great Joker, and I need to show my mom the show if it's still on Max.
Number 4, DC Animated Universe's Batman has a large sample size of episodes to draw from. A lot of the DC animated movies follow the same continuity, often mirroring the storylines found in the DC New 52 comic books. Like many incarnations of Batman, he serves more as a tactician, strategist, and financer when working alongside the Justice League. Still, Batman often finds himself dealing with superpowered beings that could kill him in one shot regularly. In Justice League vs. Teen Titans, Batman's impressive elusiveness allows him to best the immersively powerful Solomon Grundy. In Justice League Dark, he even goes toe-to-toe with the Green Lantern, using sleight of hand while boxing him and stealing his ring in the middle of a punching competition. Batman in the DC animated movie universe regularly defeated characters far above his weight class. And now we have breaking news. We have another nerd fact from Little Chris 10.
Yeah, it's Wendy over here with all these nerd facts. Can't you feel the wind? Oh, fuck, I'm flying. Oh, fuck. Okay. Anyways, important nerd facts. In this universe, at the beginning, this universe had 3 resets. Because the first movie in this universe was the Flashpoint Paradox, where the Flash reboots the universe. And anyway, at the end of that movie, Bruce Wayne gets a note from his father, Thomas Wayne. But what I was going to say was, this is also, I believe, the same universe where the Justice League gets mad at him for having contingency plans to go against them. But also, this movie universe actually made a good version of the Teen Titans Judas Contract film by showing older and newer Teen Titans members. So this universe did a good on the Teen Titans. Now, number 3, Batman Beyond. My favorite non-Bruce Wayne Batman aside from Dick Grayson.
Number 3, Batman Beyond is equipped with the most lethal suit Bruce Wayne may not even be the strongest Batman. In the future, Terry McGinnis dons the mantle of Batman, and why he is nowhere near as well trained as any of the other Batmans. He's equipped with a high powered battlesuit. Batman Beyond's Batman has super strength, durability, flight, and enhanced senses that allow him to scan and analyze complex, deadly situations in a few seconds. His rogues gallery dwarfs Bruce Wayne's, as most of them are superpowered. Armed with lightning, radioactive abilities, super strength, and countless other powers, McGinnis's raw strength and power more than make up for his lack of skill, experience, and technology in most comparisons. And now we have more breaking news, and with nerd facts from Little Chris 10.
Fun fact. Here, Batman Beyond was made to be described as what Warner Brothers wanted as Batman in high school. The people who made this show, Bruce Timm and Paul Dini, said that this was a more kid-friendly show. Bullshit, it was not kid-friendly. This shit was horrifying. I mean, did you see that one episode with the fucking guy in the ground who's a skeleton and he's still alive? And he's controlling the earth? Anyways, though, I have to say I like this show a lot because it brought back some like older villains like Freeze. And that was a car going by.
Okay, it sounded like our air falling out our window.
No. And some newer villains like Blight, who was basically a mixture of Atomic Skull and Dr. Phosphorus. Is that all? No. We got number 2. You get Mama.
Making sure our garbage can's still there because the light was on.
You get to go into the golden age, kind of. Yeah, that was Raven the Bold.
Number 2. Batman, brave and the bold. Lack of care for realism makes their Batman powerful. Although goofy and campy, Batman from Batman the Brave and the Bold shouldn't be underestimated. In many ways, his cartoon-like nature is what makes him so incredibly powerful, since the series has no obligation to make Batman even remotely grounded. Throughout the series, Batman does battle with cosmic and intergalactic forces. He can tank lasers from Superman-level rogues like McGill, or even exchange punches with Darkseid. It's not to mention that this Batman is one of the better field commanders, with his countless camo team-ups greatly enhancing his teamwork skills. Batman faces a higher level of competition than any of the other versions of Batman, and is more comparable to the comic book version in feats. Number 1. Batman Ninja has both the best technology and the best fighting skills. The Batman Ninja movies almost feel like sterile with how much they lean into anime tropes. Batman, along with the rest of the Bat family, are not only so adept at ninjutsu that it would even make the Naruto cast jealous, but they are also geared up with robotic costumes that start to approach technology similar to what Iron Man wields. In Batman Ninja vs. Yakuza League, many of the best scenes showcase just how impressive Batman and his sidekicks are. They're all able to defeat alternate universe components of Superman, Aquaman, The Flash, and Green Lantern. Batman Ninja's Deus Ex Machina makes him unbeatable in nearly every scenario. Thank you for watching this video, and peace out till the next one.